Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colón Sr. and joining me on the EC show is always my son Emilio Jr. EJ, what's up? EJ has a dual role, so EJ plays the part. He helps out Jamil in the background, so occasionally he drops out of the scene. He does some photo shooting stuff. EJ, show them your new toy.
Oh my God.
Your new toy, buddy. Get your new toy out. Show them your new toy.
My new toy.
EJ's gonna be in charge of this brand new Sony A2. I don't know how long though.
hey, I got it. I just
got
need
some studying
I
to
need
do on that thing.
I need a 1 week and I'm
And then also Mr. Semi-Pro, Swagger McDougan's Joseph Buto,
That's right, baby.
Pickle
So,
Ball champ. He can't be me
Trying.
though, but he's still he's all right. But
working on it.
He
but
is
nah,
the champion.
it's good to have you back.
Yeah,
Dave couldn't make it. Dave will be here next show. But he held it down last week with
So
Inasia.
Dave,
Yeah.
I wish I was on that one. I'm missing that.
Ine was good. She was all right. I mean, trying to get Inasia to open up a little bit sometimes is a little bit difficult.
That's why I feel like if I was here, it would have been good. I would crack that.
Absolutely. And just like usual, everybody go to Inasia.com, get all your gear. You see all of us are wearing it. EJ's wearing his.
I got shit on mine, so you know I ain't wearing this for
Someone's not wearing
jokes.
something.
This is actually, we wear our stuff.
So Joe head to toe. Also give a shout out to Jamil who's shooting us in the background. Jamil, we appreciate you as always.
We're going to tag you. Remember that?
We're gonna tag you inside of these videos. Yeah, man. WBC.
We're watching the game right now.
Shout out to Italy. Italy's doing good right now. As we're shooting, it's Israel versus Dominican Republic. Shout out to Italy, who's doing extremely well. I want to talk about how I think Major League Baseball has dropped the ball on marketing the WBC because in all actuality, there's so much going on in this. There's so much enjoyment. The fans are having a great time. Good baseball is being played. It's March 14th and great baseball is being played. And people barely know about it. Barely. If it's not for social media, then you don't know nothing about it.
Nothing.
At all. I mean, the simple fact that Shohei Ohtani's batting like 500. Japan is 4-0. They look dominant.
He's incredible.
Italy's overachieving.
They're already doing the semifinals. I was laughing when I read that they were ready to do the semifinals.
Great fucking Britain. Shout out to those teabaggers. They actually got a win. Shout out to them. London Bridge is falling down. They actually got a win.
Hold it out.
There's so much going on in the WBC and there's nothing being talked about at all.
Nothing.
I want to give a big shout out to the people that were in the background behind home plate, right? On Mexico versus USA. Homie was doing a shoey. For those that don't know, a shoey is when you take your shoe and you put beer in it and you drink it out of the shoe.
That's disgusting.
And then
that is pure.
There's a UFC fighter that does that out of like a random fan shoe. He just grabs his beer, grabs the fan shoe, and while he's walking out, they're all holding their shoes out because they want him to do it. And this sick fuck. Any
that guy
person
got like 15 throwing touches.
I'd be looking for the freshest kicks out there. I make sure that they're clean. You know, I'm like, all right,
I'm
if I'm gonna do this shit, it's gonna be on a clean thing.
But look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm okay with whatever's going on because the fan interaction from the other countries are completely blowing the USA, Canada, whoever else is there, they're all getting destroyed. Hey, we need to step it up. USA, y'all need to be throwing, I don't care if y'all throwing corn on the field or whatever, maybe something. Y'all need to figure out something. It's too quiet.
And they scored 11 runs in the first inning, and no one even knows about that.
Listen, I would be okay if the Israel team would throw dreidels onto the field. I'm okay with that.
Throw it out there.
Dreidels, knishes, yarmulkes,
Frisbee yarmulkes.
Bagels, it doesn't matter to me. Like
my Italians were passing out espressos to everybody.
That's what they have an espresso machine in the dugout.
But Manja, they need their espresso.
In the dugout. But
Gatorade? No.
For me, I think it needs to be livelier when it comes to these other teams and their fan bases. Don't be shy. Show the energy, show the enthusiasm, show everything. Show the reason why you're there. The Italian team, you guys, I'm gonna give you an idea. Show up with boxes of pasta in the stands and just hold up or Italian bread, like whatever. It doesn't matter.
If everybody had a giant fucking big loaf of Italian bread in the stands, like the things you bang together, you bang loaves of bread together.
Italian bread and Nutella.
Yeah,
there you go.
My daughter loves that. She said almost
Here's the thing though. Like you watch a USA game in Phoenix, it's quiet. You watch a Puerto Rico versus Venezuela game, you hear your TV.
Well,
like you hear
it's also the demographic, honestly, because like Spanish and I always get mixed up. I don't want to defend people of like which way Spanish goes. Oh, that's not real Spanish. Whatever. The Spanish bloodline in any sport, their support and passion for their teams it's unmatchable, and it's unmatchable when it comes to. soccer is just for one. I mean, everyone. If you don't even watch sports, you know that soccer fans from those countries are
Ridiculous.
like any country really in soccer because they're so passionate. I mean, they're crying. You got like 7-year-olds crying their eyes out like their family just died because their team just lost.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't get the U.S. just doesn't support. Like I feel like
they just need to do a better job. There's people out there, don't get it twisted. Maybe we need to go shout out the American Outlaws and get the American Outlaws to start rooting for the USA team in the WBC because the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico. We have a reel coming out tomorrow. Go to Inace's Instagram. You'll see it on my Instagram. You'll see it on EJ's Instagram. We'll share it with a bunch of people. Shout out to Logan Yurts. Logan shot in Asia with Andy Mota at Mexico versus Colombia. The reel that's coming out tomorrow has Randy Arozarena's home run live. And it is no joke. I promise you. It is A1 content. I should be getting paid for this. It is A1 content.
Put your watermark on it just so they know.
Matter of fact, Jamil, a reminder. You need to put the EAC Media Group, LLC, on the bottom of all these shows.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Got a watermark.
It's ours.
Yeah.
You can't take it. It's ours.
It's ours. It's our content, 100%. But no, the WBC has been phenomenal. It's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's already 1-0 against Israel.
And
I was just talking shit about how do you get through this lineup, and they're all over base.
Yo, what about the kid yesterday? As we see a grown plátano on the TV.
Yeah.
for those that don't know, it's basically a plantain. But anyway, what about the kid that strikes out Soto? Who did he strike out? Soto, Julio Rodriguez.
I forget, and he got it.
He's 21 years old from Nicaragua, and he got a minor league contract 30 minutes after the game
because he struck out those top.
How about the Yankees? The player that they signed when he was 13 years old, 12 or 13 years old. They signed him, and now he's finally in the farm. He's already playing. He's about to play.
Because you can tell talent when you see.
Oh yeah,
like,
the WBC does a great job of providing opportunity for these individuals. Yeah. I just think Major League Baseball drops the ball on marketing and promoting the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah, like everyone should know when the games are on. They're
like the right fielder.
But you know, it's also the timing too, man. Like you just got through. You know, the players, the golf.
But the golf situation, hold on. But if you piggyback off of how great and how good the World Cup was,
yeah,
it's the same exact schedule.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because you got to wake up early in the morning to watch games, and then it even supersedes that because
Qatar was terrible. Not Qatar. They did a great job hosting. I think they were probably one of the best hosts ever. But I'm talking about the time difference.
But there's nothing you can do about that. No. But what I'm saying is like, for example, when you got those games in Japan and in Taiwan, they're so early in the morning. So when you wake up in the morning, you have baseball, right?
Which I love.
You have baseball.
I love on your lunch break, you have baseball.
Then at 12, you have baseball. Yeah. Then at 3, you have baseball. Then at 7, you have baseball. And then at 10, you have baseball. By the time that 10 o'clock game comes around,
you're asleep.
Whether it's USA, Colombia, I'm already snoring on the couch. The TV's asking me if I'm still awake. Are you still watching? Because I'm knocked out.
Activity. We're about to close your shit out.
I'm knocked out.
I love that. There's baseball on that.
Watching Trout hit a home run yesterday,
it was so glorious. It was beautiful.
You're absolutely correct. It needs to be marketed correctly. It needs to be more people should be watching, especially all these kids that are from all these backgrounds that are playing Little League right now, that are playing, where they're actually pitching the ball. And these little kids are pumping gas. Some of them are throwing 60, 70 miles an hour at 8, 9 years old. It's impressive.
Yesterday.
They should be watching this, and I guarantee you none of them even probably know what's on.
Yesterday, EJ was asking me why was I going so crazy for Great Britain when they got their first win. And I had told him, and I said, the reason why I'm going so crazy for the underdog for Great Britain is because, number one, they don't have the backing of Great Britain. They're literally doing this without funding or whatever it may be because they don't necessarily recognize it as a sport for the country, whatever. They're still there. They got their first win in the WBC. There's a little kid back in England or has British ties that's going to look at that and be like, I want that to be me one day. Yeah, that's what I want to do one day.
For sure.
And the simple fact that they won from the outfielders, the catchers, the pitchers, all that type of stuff, the coaching staff, whatever, that's going to motivate that person to dream about that one day.
That's what I was saying. I completely agree that it should be like more kids should be knowing that this is on. I try to get Jamila to watch every possible soccer game during the World Cup. Mm-hmm. Even if it was teams she didn't like, I just wanted her to watch it.
Tomorrow, EJ and I get to enjoy
Puerto
Rico versus Dominican Republic at Lone Depot Park. We gotta leave so early.
I would leave at 3 o'clock.
Pick me up from school and we're going.
For people that don't know, Miami traffic is no joke.
And
And
especially
that
around the
stadium
stadium?
is stuck in the middle
In the
of...
neighborhood.
It's ridiculous.
I parked on the Sadie's driveway for $100. You got to park right on the driveway. It was right in front of the entrance that I needed to go in. It was literally probably maybe 40 steps, 45 steps tops from the car.
One
to the
year,
door.
my homie Zubair that we know, he literally dressed up as one of the people... Huh?
I know it's bad.
Yeah. He literally dressed up as the guy that sits there at the gas station, parky, no blocky, with the sign that said parky, no blocky. That's exactly what they do down in Miami.
Yeah. And
It's in the middle of a random neighborhood. Literally,
No, I know.
you're going from
I've been
like
there.
random
Jamil, yours is right there.
about to
it's,
break houses
and
to right
it's a
there.
lot of one-way streets. So if you fuck up a turn,
You're done.
you're gonna be making lefts for a long time until you get back to where you were trying
And
to.
It's a beautiful stadium, too.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Gorgeous stadium. Just in a horrible area.
Here's the thing,
Yeah,
though.
they put it in a very small.
You can get there so early, no one will be there, and then you make one mistake, and like half the crowd will be there.
Yeah,
right?
the parking garage.
Stuck in
The
traffic.
parking garage fills up quick. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because it's
I
not...
would get down there early. You gotta leave like 3.
No, of course. We
Beat
can
that
get down
traffic.
early as shit, but
Beat that
in all
traffic.
actuality, that game is going to be nuts.
I'm
It's
glad
gonna
you get to go. That's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be crazy. Shout out to Josh Goblat and his wife. We appreciate you guys
Oh,
so
Black,
much.
my boy.
We appreciate you guys
See
so
you
much.
in New York
Goblat,
soon.
he took care of you in New York, didn't
Oh,
he?
of course, man. He always
Love
takes care of you. He's a great guy. We were in the legend seats. Came down with 2 bags with a bunch of stuff for the kids, like little wooden Yankee bats. He gave my dad something signed. I forgot who it was signed by.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson. You're right. You're
That's
absolutely
crazy.
right. So yeah, Goldblatt, shout out to him. Amazing guy. Took care of us, and I can't wait. Can't wait to get back in those legend seats this season.
Hey, make sure you're taking footage, dude. I ain't buy that camera for no reason. Make sure
Yeah.
you're getting some pictures, dude. You're doing a bad job, yo. You're ready.
Look,
You're ready.
camera's already
Jamil,
sitting
hey,
there.
come on. What's
Camera-
going on, dude? Get on
camera's
your
over
print. For those that don't know, obviously EJ is
Wow.
Jamil's intern, so Jamil's
Wow.
literally teaching EJ everything that he needs to know. So
Oh,
eventually,
God.
we can delegate, and EJ will be in charge of a lot more other stuff.
No,
He's got to ask questions.
He's got to ask questions. Yeah, of course, he got to ask questions. He says he knows, but he really
I
doesn't.
mean, that's every one of my kids, so I mean, I can't talk shit.
So, we got Pickle Ball after this. And mind
Yeah.
you, I've been enjoying Pickle Ball.
I suck.
Buto.
I suck. It's official. He's the best. He is the best. I am not the best.
I'm
He,
not.
Jamil, note this. You heard him say it, right?
He is the best. And then Joe.
Whoa! You're
Damn,
getting
damn.
that pocket right now. You're talking on the side of your neck.
Nah, I know what
We
I'm
all
talking
know
about.
that I'm the goat out there. right?
You're not the goat out there.
No, I'm
You-
really not.
Yo, he be sweating like an African.
I went to
I'm
go
working
dab
on it.
him up and touch his back. His back
Bro,
was
that's
like
why I'm
a
out there,
pool.
man. I'm trying to lose this little belly. I
You're a
got going.
twin. What are you
Oh,
trying
I'm
to
down
do?
16.
I know, man. Congratulations to that.
I'm down
Fantastic.
16.
Speaking of down 16, doesn't he look 20 like you said?
Yeah, oh yeah. Every time I tell him, every time he gets a haircut, he looks 20 years younger.
And when he
And when he
shaves
shaves his beard, he looks like a baby again.
Well, this is going to be a problem for me.
I sent him a
'cause
picture of him holding up About That Life shirt. I did About That Life clothing
18 years ago?
about 15, 16 years ago. So your dad's holding this up, and I go, yo, this is what you look like when you cut your beard and cut your hair. He goes, you're stupid. I don't look like that, bro. He says, exactly what you look like. It's right here. And it's this little baby face, no hair on the top, in the old shop. We were just having a conversation about that shop today in my office. Me and Marty. Marty didn't make it, unfortunately, but we were just talking about the best times that we had there, and it was just amazing.
For those that don't know, I owned the barbershop that was literally like the spot to go to. Everybody was there all times of night. Like
I slept there all the time.
in all actuality, we taught these kids how to play dominoes and play spades and play CeeLo and play you name it.
They
4,
taught
5,
us how to
6.
gamble.
They taught pretty much to the point where they got so fucking good they started beating us. To where I'm looking at my partner, who's my brother-in-law. Shout out to Andy, and I'm like, Andy,
Andy.
how these white boys beating us? We taught them how to play.
Yo, we dedicated many hours of that game.
Do you know how difficult it is for me being Puerto Rican and Andy being from St. Lucia, and this white boy and his Italian buddy sitting there saying, "Gabiku." I'm like, what the fuck? Like you guys don't even know how to spell that.
No, I don't. I wouldn't be going to China.
Jesus.
But yeah, man, we played a lot of dominoes. And Asia, shout out to Asia, she was 3 years old. She could hold a full set of dominoes in her hands with just 2 hands. I know kids that still can't do that. They got to stack them up like they're 3 years old.
Inasia was pretty good. Like
Yeah.
Inasia knew. The difficult part with Inasia is when Inasia started becoming my partner at an early age, she would lock the game and not count what she had in her hand. And I'd be like, Inasia, why are you locking the
Pat
game?
still does that.
Why are you locking the game without counting? Oh no, I thought you had it. I have 6 bones. Like, what are you doing?
That's Pat's favorite thing. He blah, slams his bone, and literally every single person at the table is lower than him. I'm like, bro,
what are you doing?
You have the highest domino left in the game.
There was one night. I kid you not.
That's why I won't play with Pat. Sorry, Pat. All right.
So Marty and Murata.
Me and Murata went on a streak about 3-4 years.
Marty and Murata call us and
Marty.
say, "Yo, y'all want to play bones?" I call Andy. I'm like, "Yo, Andy's at work. Andy's my brother-in-law." And I'm like, "Andy, let's run these kids for some money." Andy comes through. The agreement that I have with Andy is I would always front the money. Whatever we won, he would split a certain percentage, whatever.
Okay.
Murata and Marty took us to town from like 7:30 in the evening to like 1 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And I was looking at Andy, and I started screaming like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" Andy's like, "Yo, I'm just not getting hands. There's nothing I could do."
No, I mean, sometimes it is like that. And then it's like, I started learning how to play defense. And that's when the game shifted. It's like, all right, my hand sucks. I can't win. But
I'm going to lay it up for you.
this motherfucker to the left of me is going to be knocking. He will hear this. I may not win the round. My partner may win it. But this guy to the left of me is my responsibility.
Yo, dude,
he will be
I
knocking.
kid you not. There's been nights when I played against them, and I would literally have 6 bones out of the 7 bones in my hand. I knocked twice, and they will lock the game. And I'm like, fuck, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
I'm locking him with a double 6. He's got 6 bones. I ain't even worried about it. I'm like, yeah, that's a winner.
That's a winner.
His partner's got 4 bones. I'm like, yeah, that's a
So, Pickle Ball tonight.
yeah, Pickle Ball tonight.
We're going to go see who's going to be there?
But my whole Jew crew.
The Jew crew plus
I love
boys.
them. I love them.
So who's the boys?
Crew.
Yeah, I met a great group of people in my neighborhood.
And they're all Jewish, by the way. That's why we call them Jewish.
Yeah, they're all,
In the WhatsApp chat, he's the only non-Jewish person.
pretty much, yeah. I think
You got the Seinfelds, the
You
Gleinfelds, the
got all
Feldmans.
the common names, but they're awesome people. And they brought me in. They got me into WhatsApp, and I play with them all the time. I play on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then Thursday and Friday mornings. And then my boy Neil, this might be my pickleball crew calling me right now. Oh, it is. Shout out Dookie. Still in the podcast, bro. I'll see you at the courts. But yeah, man, it's a great sport. It's fun. It's, you do get a nice workout, good cardio, and I play with, Giabella, Melania, she's learning. She's 8, so it's a fun sport for even an 8-year-old to learn. And my oldest daughter, Giabella, she's 13, and she can play with any age group. She's solid. And I love the game. It's
I'm
fun.
gonna get out there. I'm gonna get out there and do a little bit of sweating too. I like having a little bit of fun. As you can see, our setup is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So the reason our setup is a little bit different is because we talked it over with Jamil. What eventually we're gonna end up doing is when we shoot live is we're gonna start getting people to call in. So we could have like people from like Drip Toronto out in Toronto call in.
Shout out to Drip Toronto
Shout out
team.
to Drip Toronto team.
All my boys out there.
They can literally call in and be on the show, and we can have a discussion with them on the show, and it'll actually
I'm
be
excited for that.
for us to see on the TV, and then the audience will
We
be
can
able
get
to
an
see.
Asian from Arizona.
Yeah, we can get an Asian from Arizona. We can literally call.
Shit, I might be getting the Wi-Fi package on the boat. I don't have to get the drinking package.
Do the Wi-Fi package. Make sure.
That's it.
But how does that end up working out, Jamil? Are we gonna need like Ethernet cables to make sure that the connection is better, or?
Yeah, I mean the Ethernet connection would be better, but if you got good Wi-Fi, it's fine.
I mean, Jamil asked me earlier today. He was like, "What's your Wi-Fi look like?" And I did the quick fast, and I sent it to him in text. So it looks like it's okay. It looks like it's holding up.
It could be better.
I got no control of that. What the fuck am I doing?
I called Xfinity the other day and I said, listen, man, I ain't paying y'all way too much money for you to tell me that I'm exceeding my amount that I...
Man, those fucking...
They re-altered my whole shit. I'm paying $100 less for unlimited shit. I go, you guys should have called me with this a year ago.
They want... Here's the thing. These internet companies want you to give them a hand job in order to get great fucking cable.
Well, yeah,
great
that's the
internet.
thing. That's how they got me. They gave me a hand job first. And then, sure enough, I turned my bill. I'm fucking returning the favor by overpaying. I'm giving them a double hand job.
Well, dude, I'm glad you're here with me today because unfortunately Joe had an accident at his crib where his enormous movie screen of a TV fell off the fucking wall. I don't even know how that happened.
Humpty Dumpty fell.
I don't even know how that happened.
They had a third party company come out to replace it come fix it because there was one tiny little strip, but it was just one of those things that was a brand new TV. If it was like 5-6 years old, it wouldn't have bothered me. I wouldn't have gave a shit. But it was a brand new TV. It was 5 months old. So for one tiny little strip of the lights to go out, and when the screen was light, you couldn't see it. When it was only dark, you could see it. But there's something that bothered me. So had the company come out. They unfortunately sent a third party company. Thinking that they're saving money by having a third party company do it, whatever. They're not supposed to take the TV down and put it back up. I had people on standby because this is when I was in the Keys for the boat.
Okay.
I had a deadline to get the boat done, to get the boat into
The water.
the dock, the slip. And I wasn't there, so long story short, they put the TV up, they took it down, fixed it, put it back up. And when they put it up, the bracket was so far off the wall that this 86-inch TV is just hanging on that bracket. When I had it up, the TV was pushed up against the wall, so there was no really a pull on it.
Right.
And they put it with the bracket, and they weren't supposed to put it back up. Now they want to come out and do an inspection. I said, yeah, whenever you want to come. You come today, tomorrow, whatever time you want. Because what are you going to tell me? Oh, well, this bracket wasn't strong enough for the wall. So why the fuck did you put the TV back on the wall if you knew it wasn't strong enough? In every which way possible form, it's your fault.
That shit was
You're the last one to touch it.
That shit was disastrous, yo. Thank God nobody got hurt.
Thank God. My kids make a bed. I explained it to them. I go, my kids sometimes make a bed right where that TV fell. Like, it is the entire...
And I've seen it. Tatiana plays a lot down there.
That's her spot. Right at the end of my bed. So I put her bed there sometimes, but by the grace of God, that didn't happen, and everybody's okay. Just the TV's not okay. R.I.P. to the TV. R.I.P. to my iMac that was sitting right underneath the TV. It fell
that shit got destroyed.
It was an expensive fall, but hopefully LG makes the right moves to correct this. Otherwise, the next podcast, they will be getting blasted. I'm telling everyone to stay with
this is no filter. This is no holds bars. We don't give we really don't care. Unless you're sponsoring us, we don't give two shits. Matter of fact, here goes again. You got Essentia. You got Body Armor.
We got Stanley Cups. Unofficial sponsors.
Just in case you guys want to sponsor us,
Nike. I'm out here repping Nike.
Like always.
You know what I'm saying?
No shame in our plugs.
No, not at all.
Absolutely not. You can literally we can
Apple.
put
Holla at us.
Sony. So there's more Sony and Apple in this fucking room like there's no tomorrow. But seriously, what's going to be the prediction for tonight? We got Pickle Ball, me versus you. Are we going to be on the same team or are we going to be on opposite teams?
It got to be
we can shuffle it around.
No, I got to be opposite teams because you guys are having a debate on who's better.
Well,
I don't have the debate. You just anointed me as better, which is factual, but I'm okay with that.
All right, well, we can let the Pickle Ball rackets talk. I got a fresh one in the car about to bust the seal on it. No big deal. I went and returned that demo, the one I was demoing, the one I showed you.
Yeah.
I returned it, and the guy's like, so what do you want to do? I was like, I want to buy that racket. And he's like, oh, you like the demo? I'm like, I just told you I want to buy that racket.
I know I'm good. I'm going to tell you why I know I'm good. And this is not me tooting my own horn.
No, you're good.
The only person that texted me yesterday they were playing pickleball was Doogie Dave. And shout out to Doogie Dave.
My bad.
Jordan Crate and Joseph Buto, who's sitting right next to me. I got no text message. I got no phone call. I got no invite.
Oh,
Doogie was the only one. So that tells me that they don't want me around because I am good.
No. I actually like playing against people who know how to play.
Yeah.
I'd rather play
except me.
No, I want to play against
my name is still on that court.
It is. Well, the rain kind of washed it off a little bit, but we could always put it back if you are on the team.
But there's a reason for that.
Well, we got to do it in something else. We can't write with rocks anymore. I'm going to get in trouble. Because the next day they see Giabella's name on the court. I'm like, all right, we can't hide it out.
It's
no one knows
too
who Gordon
obvious.
is in the neighborhood. They know fucking Giabella is.
It's becoming too obvious.
Yeah, we got to figure out a different way to tag the court.
Who do you think wins this game tomorrow between the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico? I want to hear your prediction.
Know who's around you.
In all honesty, I think they both have a shot. I think that DR has just got a ridiculous lineup. I don't think they're playing as good as they should be playing, honestly. I think DR could be. They should be putting up 11 runs in the first inning like the United States just did.
I agree. I don't disagree with you. I think
but they're always
there's no way in God's green earth that I will go against Puerto Rico in this game.
I don't expect you to. That's
Vamos Puerto Rico. Yo soy Boricua, and that's what it is.
Listen, that's why I'm excited that you go to the game tomorrow.
We're going to be at the game tomorrow. I'm going to be rooting for Puerto Rico like there's no tomorrow. I also, for a lot of people that don't know, Inasia got invited to play with the Puerto Rican national team, so we're so excited about that.
I'm on a podcast with my boy.
What the fuck? He's picking up phone calls.
I'm going to be at the courts. Yeah, we're coming.
We're coming. We'll be there in a little bit.
He said all day. Yo, Lucy coming.
See, he's in the Jewish chat for the pickleball people.
Yo, my pickleball people, I love them.
Well, we're getting excited. We're gonna end this episode. Make sure you check us out next episode. Click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Myself, Joseph Buto, EJ appreciates you. Jamil appreciates you. Inasia, like always, everybody, Logan Yurts, we appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next episode.